Welcome to the 10-Minute Mind Shift Podcast. I'm your host, Janet Cagle, certified life coach, weight loss coach, and lover of all things related to upleveling my life and yours. My goal is to help you get one step closer to your goal, whatever it is. My goal is not to keep you wrapped up in self-help all day, just 10 minutes. And who doesn't have 10 minutes, right? Hey friends, welcome back to the podcast. How are you doing? The Kegels are in the process, and I know I've mentioned this before, but we're still looking for the opportunity to move a little bit further north, closer to dressage territory. And so we are kind of going through the process of searching, finding something, having it be sold before we even see it. I'm also in a little bit of a funk with Dutch gone. I think that's the biggest contribution to my feeling a little out of sorts, but still working through it. And as soon as I do get through it, I promise I will share my results and how I get through it, because I know that from time to time, my listening audience also goes through a funk. So I want to share what I learn with you as soon as I do learn it. But today, we are going to talk about being selfish. And this is episode number 67. I talk to so many women who really have no problem laying it all out there for their kids, their spouse, their boss, their community, their church. They are consumed with putting the needs and desires of others ahead of their own. Now, men can do this too, but I mostly talk to women who do this. They are considered selfless. When we watch them, we think of them as being selfless. But I really want you to concentrate on that word. Selfless. Selfless. I know it sounds like a noble and complimentary word, but it's selfless without regard to self. Many times they will tell me when they think about their own desires, they feel selfish, and they say it in a way that has a bad connotation, a bad vibe or ring to it. Today, I want to talk to you about what it really means to be selfish. I want you to take away the message that you can have your heart's desire, and it does not have to be at the expense of others. In fact, the more that you nourish your own heart's desire, the more there is of you for the people that you love. As humans, we do have an innate desire to give, to contribute. That is in our DNA. Where the wheels fall off the wagon for us is when we give and contribute at the expense of our own heart's desire. You know, selfless. What I want you to understand today is that the more that you enrich and nourish you, the more you there is to go around. So we have two ends of the spectrum. We have the end where we give and contribute at the expense of our own hopes and dreams and desires. And then the other end of the spectrum is where we take from others at their expense. Now that is what being selfish is. Taking for yourself with no regard for others. And for sure, that is not what I'm talking about or encouraging you to do. Somewhere in our upbringing, we got the notion that unless we are putting others ahead of our own needs and desires, that we are being selfish, and that's just not true. There is a place right smack dab in the middle of the spectrum where we can fill up our tank first, put our oxygen mask on first, love ourselves first and the most, and then from that place of love, we are more. There is more of us to go around, and we are contributing from a full heart and a full self-concept instead of a place of being drained and spent and without self. Every year, my husband goes on a ski trip. That is what he does to fill up his self-love cup. I don't do well in the altitude, and I've tried for years and years with no luck, so he goes alone. I know that he would love it if I could go, and for sure I would love it if I could go too, but here's what I know. He's not doing this to escape me. He's going for him, and when he does for him, that makes me very happy. Here is what I've learned from watching Steve go on his annual ski trips. When he comes home, there is more of Him. There is more of Him on a deeper level. There's more love. There's more patience. There's more enthusiasm. There's more energy. There's more of everything that there already was about Him. He fills up His cup. He puts His mask on first. He didn't take anything. He doesn't take anything from me at all. In fact, there's more of Him for me that comes home. It's such a beautiful thing that now it's mandatory. He must go on a ski trip every year, and he's done that for about 10 years now. He loves the whole process of the planning and the anticipating, and then he is very present in his trip and enjoying every moment, and I love it for him. My thing, of course, is my horse Dutch, and when I can't ride, I am not myself. When I ride, it's like air. I have more energy. I sleep better. I process my thoughts easier, and life is just more aligned. Riding Dutch is a priority, and it's a priority for Steve, too, that I get my ride time. Think about that thing that fills you up and make it a priority. Today, do this today. Maybe it's a run or a walk or eating clean or meditating. Do that thing that truly lights you up and sparks your soul. Do that first, and then see how much more of you there is to go around. All right, my friend, that is what I have for you. And now go have the best week ever. That's a wrap of the 10-Minute Mind Shift podcast. I hope that you were able to experience your own mind shift today. Listen, if you're ready to take this work to the next level, I highly recommend Life by Design Academy. It's my one-on-one coaching program that offers you a transformation at the speed of life.